realistically, that's kind of best case scenario for Signature Trust. Like, chances are someone was going to get caught, and that's the person they least mind getting caught. So, definitely not something they're going to complain too much about.
Oh, Central Spirit, need your levels. Get yourself up to that level 6. Midas for my pro. Did you point that out already?
No, I didn't actually. I saw he had the gloves and he was on his way to the Midas, and I think that's the right move to make actually. For CK to keep up with the flash bomb, just, you know, you feel comfortable if you have the Midas, and it's often, I mean, people see it as a well, bot lane is a doom and Spectre's dead.
And the relocate, and the Fisher, and the Spectre's dead. Oh, I mean, we saw in the early laning stage that my pro was pretty pissed off, right? He's just looking for kill after kill. And I bet he's shouting at Jabs, just freaking relocate me down there, man. I want to get involved in this action. I want the kill. I want the gold. I want to demolish NGE. But at this point...
Yeah, that's the kind of Midas this is. This is not like a comeback Midas. This is like a... I want to keep fighting and just make sure I get a bit of farm on the side with my Midas. Like almost when you see a pack go blink and then afterwards go Midas. That's sort of what this is.
Oh, Venge. No! Not like this. The Spectral Horse will come through, and I think they're trying to hide. Ooh, find someone on the back. It's Boombell too. And let's get caught. But my pro, he's going to reality himself, and there's the Phantasm. My pro's still hunting and looking for the Zeus. He just needs to stun forward, and the Lion will get caught. Damage effort is up here. Out from the cross. They're going to go for the Reaper Strike back onto the Tide though, and Wisp is actually surviving through it all with the stick charges. Now the bottle, not enough. He's unstoppable streak taken by the Spectre, and that's a lot of gold going across the Tengu, but he's still going to lose his life for this one. Ooh, 3 heroes dead there, 4 if you count the Venge from NGE. But they did get something out of this at the very least. The Wisp and Doom both dying.
Yeah, unfortunately they had to use the Ravage just on the Doom. Like if it was more grouped up and Ravage had hit some other people, Zeus gets another round of spells off and possibly actually NGE get an overall win for the fights. But you know, they're desperate, so they put the Ravage for 1 hero and then they end up being in the fight anyway.
Oh, your 11-minute run of ASOS here from Lakel, so maybe try and turn this one around, but he's going to keep my pro healthy and alive. He can now look for the... Oh no, it's on cooldown. I don't know who he threw it onto. I was looking for the aggressive ASOS play there from Lakel's, but instead, they're a little more disciplined. Route back to safety. Spectre TP's up top to defend this tier 1. Raise boots, earn, racer, 12 minutes in. We have seen Spectres come back from worse scenarios than this. I think prime example is Fnatic against MVP yesterday, where game number 1, and they did have an Invoker to try and carry them through the mid game, but the Spectre had an absolutely atrocious laning phase, still got himself into that Radiance a reasonable time. Like he's saying, Lakel's Necro can deal with the Horn pretty spectacularly, right?
And he didn't even need to go for mech this game, because they've got the Eye, they've got the Necro, and they're so far ahead that that's actually enough heal to sustain against those Zeus.
Going for the mech on the Wisp as well. Arcanes with the Buckler. Get those Greaves up and running. 4 heroes from the Dire currently in the top 4 net worth spots. Wisp is even higher net worth than the Spectre at this point by 600 gold. Tusk? Oh, yeah. He was nearly dead.
The reason Spectre is such a good comeback hero these days, even with a bad lane stage you can get into the game, is precisely for the points, because of the way the comeback gold works with kills. Whenever your team makes a kill, you can be part of it, and that way you can really get back into the game. The problem is, as you're saying, like, you still need your team to be in a position to make those kills. The Spectre's not going to like come back extremely fast just by very quietly and carefully last-hitting creeps.
Need the rest of your team to actually have some aggressive potential. But with the Rod of Atos, then they'll relocate in as well. The Spectre echoes slammed and killed. It didn't even need the relocate forward. It was just the Earthshaker and Necro that had enough damage to kill him off. All on their own.
It's often the best way to deal with the potential of a Spectre to come back is exactly just focus the hero itself. You know, you go somewhere else that can haunt in, you go to the Spectre, and it's not like the rest of the teammates can haunt onto the Spectre. And
with that additional 30 seconds respawn time, 45 seconds until the Spectre's back up and running. It's farm time gone, fighting time immensely. Farm walks in and looks to fight under here with the Ravage, defensively there, the Doom on the back end, Boombell, he's looking for the ulti down, but some of the Raptor taking him low and finish him off, but it's the Phantasm and Reality rip forward from this Chaos Knight that's just causing absolute havoc. And I wouldn't be surprised to see NGE just cap out soon. It's 7 to 18 at 14 minutes, but they just have no recourse. There is almost no way apart from trust running into their fountain to allow them to lose this game.
Yeah, I feel like the game plan at this point for NGE is let all your Artars die, defend high ground, and hope Zeus just does Zeus things. Zeus is a hero that can do Zeus things. That I mean that sounds silly, but Zeus gets a veil and holds the high ground, spams lots of spells, and sometimes teams get punished for the way they approach the high ground. Then again, we're gonna see the mech on the IO, we're gonna see the Necro, and there's so much heal on the side of Signature Trust that maybe even Zeus doing Zeus things wouldn't be enough to hold the high ground this game.
No Roshan attempt just yet from Trust, as Lakel's 3,000 gold saved up. You go for boost of travel, if you consider his Aghanim Scepter. Go over to the side shop and pick up a Blink Dagger actually. 1300 health, that Atos definitely helps out with big people that sometimes Necro can struggle with. But Blink is going to give him that added mobility to jump in onto targets, but NGE, they know this Roshan is happening. They don't have any wards actually scouting out, but they've got the intent, and they're going to go in with a Spectral Hawk now with his high hunter. He doesn't have damage for 60 seconds, so he's not going to have the big ultimate out, and the Liar just walks himself into the pit. But it's Micro with the armor forward and slapping around his Zeus. The Tide Hunter's got nothing to throw. He's got Anchor Smash and Gush, and Micro healed up by the Wind, Temple Line, and Alpha Storm now through with the Ice Shot to block him in, but it's a Necro that clears up another. A 5-man fight here, and Trust demolish through the ranks of NGE and get Roshan. And that was the desperation move of desperation move from NGE. That was like a Hail Mary play times 10, and nothing comes of it.
They figured they really can't want to fight through an Aegis. They need to try to fight. They didn't even have the Ravage up. But it's very well played by Signature Trust. First they isolate the Zeus. Zeus cast I think one spell in the entire fight, and then he died. Didn't get his ulti off, but I think a single bolt off. And after that the CK has gone really low, and it's actually a really big kill if the CK does go down, but they manage very well to, between the Armlet Toggle, the Wisp heal, the Necro heal, keep the CK alive and demolish the fight overall. And at those points I feel like maybe one more team wipe and it's just about the game calling time. Well,
if you had Veil on Zeus, maybe that goes a little bit different, but still a fair distance away from it. You know, looking at him, he's the Helm of Iron Will. Still, up on him, and no drums on the Spectre. 15 minutes in, it's looking like early doors here for NGE. Does tie up the series though if they do lose, but MyPro, look at him. He's thirsty. He wants blood. Find any just yet. With a systematic dismantling though here of the all Vietnamese base of the Thai team. Look for the tier 2 down in bottom lane. Now, the thing is, NGE do have their ultimates back up and running, so they've got Haunted 15, along with that Ravage and Thunder God's Wrath. They're not level 2 ultis. They're still level 1. There's not a single hero on the Radiant that's level 11 yet. No big zapping out from the Thunder God's Wrath or anything. Tide Hunter, 1400 gold. You probably start to aim towards that max and not the Blink Dagger, but see exactly where it goes into. As Trust, yep, it is just systematic. Look at the tier 2 bottom lane, the tier 2 mid, and then probably just consider pushing high ground.
I don't know if you just come. Third lowest in the entire game, so ultimately he did get shut down.
Yeah, I was just looking at their like ulti levels. There's not a single person on the Radiant that's level 11 yet. So Ravage, Thunder God's Wrath are all level 1, Swap's level 1. Spectral Haunt, even though they've got it right now, actually running into this fight, it's still going to be a difficult proposition.
Yeah, it's the one factor, like, it's the high ground factor, that's the only thing that Signature Trust is running straight at NG right now. I mean, there's the fact that you can buy back and be back in the fight straight away. There's also just the fact that you're at your high ground and you have the Zeus from fog spamming spells. That's the only thing that Signature are afraid of. I think if they get a couple of buffs, they'll charge their axes. But while there's 5 enemies alive at the high ground, they feel like there's just no reason to take those kind of risks. And maybe they're waiting for the CK's BKB, which is up.
They've still got 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so they've got plenty of time to make the most of this. BKB on Doom. KB on the Curse, like you said, is coming? That's the one on the Courier.
Chris going for Octarine.
Oh yeah. Octarine caller kills. And it's pretty damn good with Death Pulse as well as that Reaper Scythe. Exactly. If he can get to it before the game ends, though.